morning. Welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, January 2nd, 2014. I have to get used to saying that. U.S. property catastrophe rates have fallen by about 25%. This is according to Willis Re. Willis is the third biggest reinsurance broker in the world. They say that rate reductions of up to 25% and a significant loosening of terms and conditions in reinsurance contracts translate into bad news for reinsurers. Expansion of hours clauses, meaning that the length of the period that the reinsurers are on the hook for in the event of a catastrophe, have been implemented by buyers, as well as adoption of less punitive reinstatement provisions. Reinstatement is essentially a mid-policy renewal that the reinsurer is obligated to provide to the client even in the event of sustaining big losses. Experienced reinsurers will remember that the relaxation of terms and conditions more than price reduction, Willis says, caused the real damage in the last soft market cycle. No kidding, it expands the scope of what they're covering well beyond what they've initially agreed to. Taking advantage of all this, Australian carrier Insurance Australia Group, now the biggest carrier in Australia, purchased the second biggest CAT program in the world on January 1st. They've added $534 million of protection to the top of its main catastrophe vertical and bought 50% more aggregate CAT limit. Of course, it's a buyer's market right now, and IAG is a shrewd company. In the northeastern United States, a major winter storm is bearing down on the Philadelphia to Boston area. The New York metropolitan area is expected to get about 8 inches of snow beginning this afternoon, tonight, and into tomorrow. The temperature tomorrow in New York is expected to average about 15 degrees Fahrenheit. Up to 14 inches of snow is forecast for Boston. Many flights have already been canceled going into Newark, LaGuardia, and JFK, and a number of businesses and government agencies have warned that they will be closed. In the United States, there's a tremendous phenomenon regarding shale oil and shale gas, largely centered on the Bakken Shield in North Dakota. North Dakota is producing about 955,000 barrels of oil a day. That oil has to get out somehow to the market, and the way it's been getting out is by lengthy trains carrying tanks of Bakken Shield oil to the markets. Well, on Monday, one such train collided with a derailed soybean train and ended up with about 20 oil tanker carriages going off the track, creating a blazing inferno which is still burning today on Thursday morning. No injuries have been reported, however, it's an environmental fiasco, not to mention a situation that has closed that rail line, which is backing up oil exports. In Minnesota yesterday on New Year's Day, a 5-story building that's a combination apartment building and office building essentially exploded and went to a 4-alarm fire, causing about 15 people to be hospitalized. A number of people actually jumped from lower floor windows. The Minnesota Fire Department, or the Minneapolis-St. Paul Fire Department, combated the fire in 0-degree temperature. It was a terribly difficult scene. President Vladimir Putin of Russia made a pre-dawn visit today to Volgograd. Volgograd is the Russian city that's reeling from 2 suicide bombs earlier this week in an attempt to disrupt the Sochi Olympics. We have learned, and we should have known this, that up until 1960, Volgograd was known, in fact, as Stalingrad. Stalingrad, of course, was the scene of the World War II battle that broke the back of the Nazi Wehrmacht army at a tremendous cost to the Russian Red Army. President Putin said that he's meeting with in a closed-door session today with security officials in Volgograd to assess the measures that their agencies are taking to increase security. Here, you want to know the reason why reinsurers are interested in getting into China? Here it is right here. Natural disasters in China in 2013 caused economic losses of $98 billion US. Just about all of that is uninsured. There was a 5.5 earthquake in Iran this morning in the southern part of the country, about 700 miles south of Tehran. No reports of any damage to any of the oil industry infrastructure. And hold on to your hats. Wal-Mart has recalled a donkey meat product in China after tests showed that the donkey meat product contained DNA from other animals. Wal-Mart says will reimburse customers who bought the 5-spice donkey meat, and it's also helping local authorities into an investigation. Donkey meat is a popular snack in some parts of China. The Shandong Food and Drug Administration in China said that the donkey meat product actually also contained fox meat. Wal-Mart is taking action to reassure shoppers, including setting up a team to investigate the incident and strengthening its food safety rules. Well, it would be a real problem if you thought you were having a donkey meat snack and ended up actually having fox meat. That's the news for today. Stay safe tomorrow if you're in the Northeast U.S. Tom Bailey will be doing the news from London, and we will see you then.